did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed it. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Taking it about the 16. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completion here to Claypool. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At the first carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Swift, 72 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
1st and 10. At at their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Complete to Noah Fant.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Running the jet sweep with Jones, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Down at the 23.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with counter. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A 1-yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Brings up third down and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. But in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Number 26 is
and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys
and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Brought down by Ross Blacklight.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's good.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Counter.
13-yard line.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
James Conner.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Swift. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Dancing to his left, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and make...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard play. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So we're at halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Broncos 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And he returns this to the 22.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. This is Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
And 2 at the 47.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
We're up Pittsburgh.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
21-yard line.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Connor
at the 14-yard.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 14 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Portland Sutton. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you. 51 to Mike. 51.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Now it's Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Watkins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it, and 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Watkins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
On for the point after.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now back out comes the offense. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. 44-yard line. On On 1st and 10 is Connor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run here with Connor, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
Mayfield's
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Marcus Davenport showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
complete to number.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Connor on the carry. Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
7-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He's calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you can.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sack by Shaquem.
Another Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rolling to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8.
The dream state.